Hello, and welcome back to the Intel Guy, where we break down geopolitical flashpoints to try and help you understand what is going on in the world. Today, we're diving into one of the most dangerous military conflicts in Southeast Asia in over a decade. Thailand and Cambodia are in an active conflict, and as of right now, it's not just posturing. We're talking tanks, rockets, and jets. Things have gotten hot. In this video, I'll take you through what's really behind the Thailand-Cambodia border clash, how we got to this point, quickly but clearly, what's gone down in the past few days, and why this seemingly local fight could have big consequences for the region and even for the US-China dynamics. So let's get into it. First, a bit of background. Thailand and Cambodia share a long border, winding over 800 kilometers. But the lines are still fuzzy, literally. Parts of it were drawn with French colonial era maps. And surprise, those maps don't exactly line up clearly. That's caused disputes for over 100 years. At the heart of it are two key flashpoints. Ancient temple sites. The International Court of Justice gave Cambodia official sovereignty over Paria Veneer back in 1962. But Thailand has always challenged that, especially the surrounding land. It all flared up badly between 2008 and 2011. There were artillery duels, cross-border raids, and a handful of deaths that eventually cooled off, but only on the surface. Fast forward to 2023-2024, new leaders have come into power in both countries. In Cambodia, Hun Sen, the strongman who ruled for decades, handed off power to his son, Hun Manet. In Thailand, the election brought back the Shinawatra family. Paetongtarn Shinawatra became prime minister. Both leaders had their own challenges. Both had reasons to fall back on nationalism. And the border issue? That was still simmering. Now, let's break down the timeline of how things spiraled in 2025. Things started small. In February, Thai troops blocked Cambodian tourists from singing their national anthem at a disputed temple. A weird incident, but something symbolic, and that set the tone for things to come. In May, gunfire erupted at the Emerald Triangle, the area where Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos all meet. One Cambodian soldier was killed. Both sides blamed each other for firing the first shots. Tempers flared and troops were mobilized. Then in June, back-channel diplomacy exploded into scandal. The Thai PM had a secret phone call with Cambodia's ex-leader and calls him uncle, says she'll take care of things, and the audio got leaked. In Thailand, it was political suicide. Public backlash was intense. Nationalist protests erupted, and the coalition collapsed, eventually leading the PM to be suspended by court order. Now, you've got a Thai government in caretaker mode, and a military emboldened to take a harder stance. In mid-June, both sides started taking tit-for-tat moves. Border closures, economic sanctions, banning each other's TV shows. Yes, even pop culture got dragged in, but then it got deadly serious. Between July 16th and 23rd, Thai soldiers were wounded by landmines near the border. Not old ones either, new Russian-made landmines, freshly planted. Thailand accused Cambodia. Cambodia denied it and suggested that Thailand was faking the incidents. Trust completely evaporated. And then on July 24th, it finally happened. Fighting broke out near the Persat Ta Min Tom temple. Small arms fire turned into rockets. Cambodia allegedly fired BM-21 Grad rockets into Thailand, and Thailand responded with artillery. And then, Thailand scrambled its F-16 fighter jets for the first time in decades. By the next day, you've got dozens of battle zones up and down the border, villages being shelled, a Thai hospital was hit, and civilians have been killed. Thailand has evacuated over 100,000 people, and Cambodia has pulled 20,000 from the border as well. At this point, it's a low intensity conflict in everything but name. So what does this mean? Firstly, this is a huge test for ASEAN, the regional bloc. These are two member states. They've been preaching peaceful dispute resolution for decades. Now they're trading artillery fire. ASEAN doesn't have a military force or enforcement power. So the question is, does ASEAN even matter when the shooting starts? Secondly, this has great power implications. Thailand is a US ally, hosts Cobra Gold military exercises, and gets US military equipment. Cambodia is arguably China's closest ally in the region. It has Chinese funding, Chinese infrastructure, and Chinese military weapons. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't a proxy war yet, but both Beijing and Washington will be watching very closely and walking a diplomatic tightrope. Neither side wants to get dragged in, but both are backing their partners quietly. Third, you have the economic hit. Border trade has created tourism around these temples. That's gone. Over 100,000 civilians are in shelters. Fuel shortages, inflation. This conflict could stall development for years, especially in the poorer provinces on both sides of the border. Alright, so where's it going? In the short term, we're likely to see more skirmishes unless external pressure brings both sides to the table. ASEAN is trying. The UN is holding an emergency session. China and the US are calling for calm, but neither Thailand nor Cambodia wants to appear weak at home. In the medium term, if this drags on, expect militarization of the border. Cambodia would likely seek new weapons, maybe from China or Russia. Thailand will likely dig in with more troops and maybe even more permanent outposts. That would set the stage for future flare-ups. And long term, this could reshape regional dynamics, not just in diplomacy, but in military posture, and it could erode ASEAN's credibility if they fail to get a grip on the situation. And let me be clear, this could still escalate. We're not at a full-scale war just yet, but it wouldn't take much. A misfire, another ambush, a political shake-up to tip things over the edge. So to sum it up, what started as a decades-old border dispute just exploded into one of the most dangerous conflicts in Southeast Asia in over 10 years. With nationalism rising, new leaders under pressure, and superpowers watching from the sidelines, this one's not just about ancient temples or disputed lines on maps. It's about prestige, power, and the future of a region caught between two giants. If you found this breakdown useful, could you do me a favour and hit the like button and subscribe if you already haven't? We break down complex conflicts like this one with intel grade clarity every single week. And drop a comment below, should ASEAN step in harder? Or is this just another reminder that borders drawn by empires never really fade? Thank you for watching. I've been your host Daniel. I'll see you next time. See you!